This is the three-way camera comparison video between iPhone 16, Samsung Galaxy S25, and the new Pixel 10. We're starting with iPhone 16. This is selfie video recording 4K 30 FPS. It has good noise cancellation on the microphone. Let's switch to Samsung Galaxy S25. And this is Samsung Galaxy S25 with audio eraser again, 4K 30 FPS using the selfie. I'm showing you iPhone 16 right now and Pixel 10. Let's switch to the Google Pixel. And lastly, we have Google Pixel 10 using the selfie camera 4K 30 FPS. You can do 1x and 1.4x. To zoom in a little bit, you got Samsung Galaxy S25 and iPhone 16. This is an authentic and honest review of all these three phones. Camera comparison video, gadget rev now style. Let the battle begin.
We got proper 1x now on Pixel 10. Before we have 1.5x, so this matches what iPhone 16 and Galaxy S25 is offering on the portrait mode. The edge detection is also good on Pixel 10. iPhone 16 is the warmest amongst the three, and Galaxy S25 looks very similar to Pixel 10. On some shots, you will notice that Pixel 10 illuminates the subject a little bit. On 2x, the best edge detection will be on the iPhone, followed by S25 and Pixel 10. iPhone and Galaxy are the warmest than Pixel 10, and you have more details on the Pixel. I know S25 is a little bit soft compared to the competition, and again, great details on Google Pixel. iPhone skin tone is always yellowish on the portrait shots. On portrait zoom, we got 5x on Galaxy S25. It crops in on the 3x optical. Pixel 10 has 3x, and iPhone 16 only has two focal lengths, 1x and 2x. On selfie, Pixel 10 is the best. You got really good details on the face and the contrast is stronger.
Checking the vlogging test, starting with iPhone 16. This is cinematic video, so you have background blur on the video. It's quite nice on iPhone 16. 4K 30 FPS using the selfie. What's the good thing about iPhone is you can shoot 4K 30 FPS cinematic, both the selfie and the rear cameras. So you can shoot both sides on 4K. Let's switch to Samsung Galaxy S25. And this is the portrait video on Samsung Galaxy S25 using the selfie camera 4K 30 FPS. We can also shoot 4K 30 FPS using the rear camera. So like the iPhone, 4K on both the sensors, front and back. I quite like the output on Samsung Galaxy S25 because it's natural looking compared to a warmer iPhone 16. I think that's it for the S25. Let's check Pixel 10. And this is the video blur on Google Pixel 10. Still using the rear camera. We don't have selfie, so I don't know if I'm in focus or in frame or not on the new Pixel 10. I think Google need to step up their game in terms of cinematic video. This is quite limited compared to iPhone and Samsung. I think that's it for the vlogging test. Let's check the image quality.
Starting with the ultra-wide, the grass is greenest on iPhone 16, but the sky is bluest on S25, and Pixel 10 is somewhere in the middle. iPhone 16 is the most boring colors of all, while Pixel 10 is the warmest and more colorful, while S25 is somewhere in the middle. I like the details on all three phones. On the main sensor, you got S25 as the brightest, great dynamic range. iPhone 16 looks dull but natural looking, and Pixel 10 has this HDR looking shots. The out of focus area is slim on Pixel 10 because of the smaller sensor. And on zoom test, we got 5x on Pixel 10, 3x on Galaxy S25, and we don't have telephoto on iPhone 16. Galaxy S25 has a 4D zoom, but we don't have macro capability on S25, just iPhone 16 and Pixel 10.
Alright, this is the video quality test on all three phones. Very good camera comparison so far. 4K 30 FPS using the ultra wide. Look at the colors of the sky and the beautiful nature. This is flaring test on the sun. Look at the exposure and the shadows. Which colors do you like best? You got Galaxy S25 has the brightest colors on the sky, and the greens, the trees and the grass. iPhone 16 is warmer, or the warmest, and Pixel 10 is somewhere in the middle. Cooler tone as well, and maybe in terms of contrast, the strongest amongst the three. Let's switch to the main sensor. So we got 48 megapixel sensor on iPhone 16, 50 megapixel sensor on Samsung Galaxy S25, and 48 megapixel sensor on Pixel 10. Again, look at the colors of the sky and the greens. I think in terms of white balance, Pixel 10 is the warmest, the new Pixel 10, compared to Samsung and iPhone. And Samsung Galaxy S25 crushes the shadows a bit on that tree. Great dynamic range on iPhone 16. Let's switch to the telephoto. So we got 3x on Samsung Galaxy S25 and 5x optical on the new Pixel 10. We don't have telephoto on iPhone 16, so we're just manually cropping in on 3x. So this is the quality of the video. We can go 5x on Samsung Galaxy S25 and also iPhone 16. But in terms of details, I like iPhone 16 better than Samsung and iPhone. And going for the 4D zoom, we got 6x on iPhone 16, 12x on Galaxy S25, and 20x on Pixel 10.
Night shot on the ultra-wide S25 is purplish. I like the warmer colors on iPhone 16 and very detailed. And you got strong contrast on Pixel 10. On pitch black condition, Pixel 10 is the noisiest. On the main sensor, you can go any of these three phones. Again, warmer looking on iPhone 16, S25 and Pixel 10 matches the colors, but again, purplish tone on S25. On pitch black condition, iPhone 16 is the best, followed by Pixel 10. There's no telephoto zoom on iPhone 16, so it's the softest amongst the three. I probably like the 3x of S25 more than Pixel 10, but this is a matter of personal choice. On pitch black, 3x of S25 is superior compared to the 5x of Pixel 10.
Hi everyone, this is the low light video test starting with iPhone 16 12 megapixel sensor. This is the smallest sensors on all three phones. We got 1/3.6-inch sensor on iPhone 16, 4K 30 FPS. Now let's switch to the Samsung Galaxy S25. Alright, Samsung Galaxy S25, turn on the selfie video recording, low light video test, 4K 30 FPS. HDR is off on Samsung Galaxy S25. Second biggest sensor, 1/3.2-inch sensor on Samsung Galaxy S25. Again, 4K 30 FPS. Let's check Google Pixel 10. And welcome to Google Pixel 10, 4K 30 FPS. Do we have a new winner? Again, 4K 30 FPS on this phone. We got the largest sensor, 1/3.1-inch sensor, same as Pixel 9, but we have the smallest megapixel, 10.5 megapixel on Google Pixel 10. Which phone do you think is better? Let's check the rear cameras. Alright, low light video test on the rear camera, starting with the ultra wide. So we got the widest on Pixel and iPhone, 0.5x, and we got 0.6x on Samsung Galaxy S25, 13 megapixel sensor on Pixel 10, and we got 12 megapixel each on iPhone 16 and Samsung Galaxy S25. Let's switch to the main sensor. So this is the best sensors on all three phones. On all the sensors, so we got 50 megapixel sensor on Samsung Galaxy S25, 48 megapixel sensor on iPhone 16, and also 48 megapixel sensor on the new Pixel 10. Let's switch to the telephoto. Okay, 5 megapixel, or rather 5x telephoto on Google Pixel 10. This is a 10.8 megapixel. We got 3x, 10 megapixel telephoto on Samsung Galaxy S25, and we're just cropping in on the main sensor for iPhone 16. Now the video resolution test, starting with the new Pixel 10. This is in 4K 60 FPS. Quickly switching to iPhone 16, also in 4K 60 FPS using the selfie. And lastly, 8K video recording on the new Samsung Galaxy S25. You can see Pixel 10 and iPhone 16. Which phone do you think is better in terms of the camera performance on all three phones? Leave your comment down below, and as always, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.